All right, guys, so I'm actually in Hawaii right now. Obviously, a change of scenery. I'm in the hotel, but the A's did play today, and it's a 3 hour time difference. This 3 hours behind the West Coast time, so the game was a lot earlier. Let's get into it. The A's won their fourth straight game, beating the Colorado Rockies 6-3 to move to 35-25 through 60 games, which is pretty good. And considering their record last year, it's pretty much equal to what they were through 60 games. So yeah, in the top of the first inning, Matt Olson got a 2-run homer to open up the game. Pretty good homer from him. I mean, he's just been really good. And I think, it's kind of clear why the offenses have been so good for both teams in this series so far, because they're in Colorado, right? The altitude and everything and all that. But, Olson got a really good homer. He's been really good this past, 4 or 5 games, and it's really good to see. Charlie Blackmon did get an infield single off Cole Irvin, which made it a 2-1 game. The A's still had the lead. It was kind of a sloppy play from the A's, but he did get that single. Pinder got a crushed homer, a solo homer to left field, crushed in the third inning, put the A's up 3-1. And Matt Olson scored on a double play in the third inning. Matt Chapman was hitting. I mean, Matt Chapman hasn't been necessarily hitting super well, but he's been productive. Getting an RBI is pretty productive. And he also got a sacrifice fly in the fifth inning, which is pretty productive as well. Rogers got his first career homer for the Rockies in the seventh. It was 5-3 at that moment, and that was in the seventh inning. It was barely a homer. It looked like it could have been robbed. And Mark Canha got an RBI single in the ninth, 6-3, and Lou Trevino got the save. So the A's got the 6-3 victory. And like I said, the offense was really good. Yesterday, a lot of hits for both teams. Today as well, 12 hits for the A's, 11 hits for the Rockies. The A's had really good hitting from the beginning. Their hitting, was not as good through the 6th, 7th, and 8th innings. They scored most of their runs in the first through 4th innings. But pretty good. Cole Irvin was all right. 6 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, 6 hits, 1 earned run. I think 1 earned run only is pretty good for Irvin. 2 earned runs for Luzardo. Luzardo's been playing a lot in the bullpen lately, which I think is, good for someone who's just come back from an injury. And, he wasn't exactly playing his best baseball before his injury either. For the Rockies, they had a lot of different pitchers. 10 hits allowed for Freeland, their starter, and 5 earned runs, so not a very good start. And the A's, I think they're going to look to sweep. They're going to play one more against them tomorrow, which is going to be, very early for me as I'm in Hawaii this entire week. So pretty early, but, it's going to be exciting. That'll finish out the series, and then the Diamondbacks for 2 games. And I think, the A's, they're playing good baseball right now. I obviously a little bit lucky because they're playing a team pretty low in the standings. But lucky for them, the Astros did lose. So they have a 2-game advantage on the Astros. And, their away record for the A's has been pretty good. They're 7-3 in their last 10, 35-25. And I believe last year they had a pretty similar, like I said, record through 60 games. Because last year was a 60-game season. This is the 60th game of 2021. And the Astros are 32-26. We're looking good. I think we just got to keep, this baseball. Let's go on a hot streak. Let's win 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games in a row, and that'll get us back to where we need to be. I would love a 5-game advantage in this division. A very tight one between us and Houston. But yeah, Rockies. They're getting 11 hits as well. But I think we're gonna allow 11 hits because that's just the way our pitching is. It's okay. If our offense is there to back it up, I'm not complaining. So yeah, 6-3 victory for the A's. Good game for them. My player of the game would probably be Matt Olson because he had 2 RBIs. He had a homer, obviously. He got on base a lot. He had 1 hit and 1 walk. Yeah, obviously the RBIs were really good for him, and I think Pinder played really well as also. So I think that's really good. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts on this game. A's win 6-3 against the Rockies. Let me know your thoughts. Go A's.